Mike Evans to meet with Buccaneers ahead of free agency. Tampa, Florida. Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Jalen McMillan was enduring one of the lowest and loneliest points of his life, recovering from 3 broken vertebrae in his neck that he suffered during a preseason game after a promising rookie season, when Mike Evans, the Bucs' all-time leading scorer, gave him a much-needed boost. "I think he helped me understand my worth as a receiver, and he was able to teach me that it's okay to make mistakes," McMillan said. "The big thing really is how good of a receiver I am, speaking it into me, just encouraging me." Evans landed alongside McMillan on injured reserve after he suffered a broken collarbone in Week 7. Neither returned until Week 15, which made for a lot of deep conversation between the veteran and 2024 third-round draft pick. But it wasn't that McMillan didn't believe in himself after the devastating injury. "No, I did," McMillan said. "But when it comes to Mike Evans, you kind of just feel different about yourself." That's the impact that number 13 has had and why general manager Jason Licht and coach Todd Bowles hope that Evans will never wear another team's uniform. "He's an unprecedented player," Licht said in 2024. "We want him to be a Buck for life." Evans has said that he wants to be a Buck for life, but when his agent, Derek Gilmore, told ESPN this week that Evans would be playing football in 2026, the message was that he would be exploring his options in free agency. That does not mean Evans won't be back in Tampa, but there's a process that needs to occur. Gilmore called the Bucs to let them know that Evans would not be retiring, and Gilmore said he'd sit down with them in the coming weeks to see what a deal might look like. Could the Bucs franchise tag Evans? Technically, yes, but the feeling inside the organization is that Evans has given 12 seasons to the team, and he deserves to have agency over where he spends the remaining years of his career. They also have to weigh whether the move would make sense financially, considering they'd have to pay him $27 to $28 million for 1 year when he was averaging $20.5 million on his last deal. Also, Evans is coming off a season when he had lows in catches 30 yards, 368, and games played 8. But they know what he means to the franchise. Bowles said that Evans eclipsing 1,000 receiving yards for a record-setting 11th straight season in the 2024 finale was one of the best moments he has been part of in football. "That fire, it just demands everybody to raise their standards," quarterback Baker Mayfield said of Evans. "We love that Mike is vocal about it. He obviously expects greatness out of himself and expects people to rise to the occasion as well." Before the 2023 season, Evans, who was entering the final year of his deal, told the franchise that he would not negotiate during the season if an extension wasn't done. Things could have soured, but instead, Evans re-signed on a 2-year, $52 million deal, with $35 million guaranteed before hitting free agency. Both sides felt like it was a fair deal, and the next season, he tied Jerry Rice for the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Hamare Channel co-subscribe Karna Madbulna.